Hello friends, welcome again to Computer Graphics, a practical approach channel. In this video, we understand about practical assignment, that is, write a C++ or Java code to generate the Hilbert curve using concept of fractals. Before starting discussion, if you didn't watch Fractals Hilbert curve, a practical approach of graphic programming video, then please first watch that video. Link of that video given in description. Recommended programming tools for this assignment is open source C++ programming tools like G++. But in this video, I am using Visual Studio software to write and execute code. I already execute this code, so I just cut and paste this code and explain important things one by one. This code is easily available on Google or other websites also. Let's start with the assignment. We use C++ language to implement this assignment. So first we have to write the C++ template. So all of us know that the C++ template consists of header file section, global section, main function section, and in between the main function section there is a data section. In data section we have to write our code. So this is nothing but all about C++ language template. Then before start the design of our code, first we have to decide that what exactly we require in our code output. First, when our code is executed, our code will be asked to the user that how much the level of Hilbert curve required. Because as we already discussed on Hilbert curve video that length of the Hilbert curve is infinite. So we have to make it limited. That is how much iteration or recursion you require to generate the Hilbert curve. Then we design the Hilbert curve function in our code, and executing the Hilbert curve function, that is cups or U-shape and join procedure recursively that much time and generate the Hilbert curve. So this is nothing but our output layout. So output layout is clear. By considering all this, we design our code. Now start with the main function. In init main function, we have to start with the variable declaration. So I just copy and paste some line of code in our Visual Studio. So this is nothing but variable declarations. So in variable declaration, as discussed above, we first require, that is how much Hilbert curve generation or recursion we require. So to save that value from user, so we take n variables. So we save that value in n variable, that is int n variable. Then at the initial level, to start the generation of Hilbert curve, we require some xy positions or xy values. So for that purpose, initial level we take x not equal to 50, y not equal to 150. Again, to save the initial value of x and y, we take one more pair of the xy variable, that is x and y. After that, we take the variable h and assign the value 10. What is the variable h? This variable is nothing but the system changes the move by step length that time. So this h equal to 10, this h variable is nothing but step length variable, and that save the step length that time. So we give the step length is 10. Next one is nothing but r variable. So r, d, l and u variable, this variable indicate the direction. That is, we know that there is a flow direction up, down, right and left, and we assign some constant value to them. When we call the Hilbert function for execution purpose, we pass this value to that function. So u indicate up direction, we assign the one value. Down indicated by d variable, we assign the 3 value. R indicate the right direction, we assign 2 value, and L indicate left direction, we assign the floor value. So we assign this much variable. After this, we read the or we accept the value of n from the user. So we write cout and cin function and accept the n value. So just a minute, this is the dot, so we delete this dot. So this much code is completed. After that, we just assign this initial x0 and y0 value to the xy variable. Now, so this much variable we required in our code, but one more important part is remaining, that is to execute any graphics code we require GD and GM, and important function to call the graphics mode is nothing but init graph function. So we have to include this variable and function in our code. So first we include int GD, so equal to detect. GD is nothing but graphics driver, and detect is a Mac code defined in graphic.h header file. And next one is the GM. GM is nothing but graphics mode, and which is computer display mode that generate image using pixel. And at the last we call the init graph function. Init graph function indicate the graphics system by loading a graphics driver from disk and putting the system into graphics mode. So this is required for execute any graphics functions. Next, we call move to function, Hilbert function, delay and close graph function. So we just copy this much line and paste in our code. So first one is the move to function. Move to function carry two parameters, that is xy. This function basically used to change the current position to xy. So when our code start executing, we move the cursor to the xy position using move to function. Next one we call the Hilbert function. Hilbert function is a defined procedure recursively to draw the Hilbert curve, and we pass R, D, L, U, N, H, X, Y, total 8 argument to that variables. Okay. And then next one is a delay function. Delay function is used to suspend the execution of our code or program for a particular time. So this in bracket delay function carry the parameter nothing but time, and this time is in milliseconds. So we take the 10,000 nothing but 10 seconds. Then next one is the close graph function. Close graph function closes the graphics mode, deallocate all memory allocated by the graphics system, and restore the screen to the mode it was in before we called the init graph function. So this is all about graphics functions, close graph. And then in main function, last line is a return line, and we close the main function. So this is the all about the main function, and we insert code in main function. Next one, important thing, we have to write Hilbert and function, important. So Hilbert function, this is the Hilbert function code. So we already discussed that we pass some parameter to them, that is right, down, left, up, step length, then x and y. And so this is nothing but Hilbert function. In Hilbert function, first we apply the validation. That is, in basically we copy the n variable value into the I. So by applying the validation, the execution of Hilbert curve function till I, that is n, that is the I value greater than not, till that time Hilbert curve function is executed. And Hilbert curve function call recursively 4 times, that is for down, right, and for up direction, and each time they interchange the argument parameter right, left, down and up. With this Hilbert function, we also call the move function, and we pass the parameter right, step length and xy position, down, step length, xy position, left, step length function, step length variable xy, variables. For each move, calling we pass the right, left, up, down, and h and xy. So already we discuss all these things. Then next one, here again in Hilbert function, we say that with this we call move function. So what is the move function code basically? So in move function, according to the right, left, and down value, we move to that direction. So we write this move function above the Hilbert function. So this is the move function. In move function, basically, when we call first move function, we pass r, h, and x and y variable. So r value we copy into the j. Next time when we pass this one, that is move d, h, x, y, d value copy in j. Next time when we call and pass the value l, this l value paste in the j. So this is nothing but direction value. So move function basically used to decide the x and y value according to the direction. So which direction we have to move and which next value of x and y we have to select. So when j equal to 1, when so one value we assign to up direction, so that is u. When the direction is 1, then y equal to y minus h. Else if j equal to 2, so 2 value we assign to the right direction, that is r, then x equal to x plus h. Else if j equal to 3, so 3 value we assign to the d variable, that is down direction, then y equal to y plus h. And else if j equal to 4, this 4 value we assign to the left, then x equal to x minus h. So according to the direction, x and y value is plus or minus, and this plus and minus done with the step length variables. So this and plus and minus done with the 10. So if we plus in x or plus in y, then we plus with plus by 10. When we minus h value from x and y, then we minus it with 10. So this is nothing but move function, and last line of move function is a line to function. So line to function contained by graphics.h header file, and which draw a line from current position to the point xy. So we know the current position of our xy, and using this move function we find out a new xy position, and after finding the new xy position, using line to function we draw a line from old xy position to this current xy position. So this is all about our Hilbert curve code. So just execute this code and check the output for first approximation, second, and third approximation. So we first execute this code using this local Windows debugger option. So we execute our code. So code is executed. Just wait. So this is the execution. So as per discussion, first our code ask for the user choice how many iterations we require. So we first go for the first approximation. So we enter 1, enter. So this is the U shape, cup shape, that is the first approximation, initial level approximation. Then close it. Again we execute our code and check for 2. So this is the second approximation of first level. Then this is nothing but again check for the third approximation. So this is the third level approximation. So this is all about Hilbert curve. So try to understand this, execute by your own. So this is enough for Hilbert curve assignment. Before leaving, like this video, subscribe the channel. Thank you.